Hello, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. I am your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar, and this is your co-host.
One.
Behind the camera, we have,
John.
and this is a episode 50 dedicated to the world of boxing, of course. We're gonna switch it up a little on this one. We're gonna touch on the main event, and then later we'll go into the undercard in a separate video. Just gonna try some different things. Let us know what you guys think about it. All right, let's get into it, Juanillo. The main course, we had David Benavidez against Caleb Plant at the MGM Grand Arena. What did you think?
Well, I mean, it was long awaited, right? They
Yes,
had
sir.
beef for a while. They talked all this shit all for months or for years or whatever.
Yeah, years.
Finally happened. Benavidez, I'm going to knock him out in 6 rounds, break his jaw. And Plant, that's a good trash talker. I'm sure he got under his skin a little bit. And then David Benavidez's dad was taking jabs at Plant, so he was the one going hardcore. But
Yeah.
I think the fight lived up to the hype, I think, I'd say.
Yes.
And it kind of went like a lot of people said. Plant's skills show up in the first few rounds, which they did. He is very skillful, but eventually the pressure gets to
No, yeah.
How'd you see
You
it?
called it in the early rounds that Plant was gonna do what he did,
him. Uh-huh.
and he showed some great hand speed and combinations.
Footwork.
Footwork. He was going to the body, but I mean, at some point, I felt like, or what we both kind of felt, this was going to happen. That Benavidez was going to settle down, find his reach, land, because he's the bigger guy. He's going to land the harder punches, and you can tell by what he did to Caleb's face that it was clear. And Benavidez said, I think it was the fourth round,
Right.
round, is when he landed a heavy body shot, and he heard Plant grimace when he hit him.
Yeah.
And that's when he knew, he's like, okay, I'm starting to get to him now. And his game plan was pretty much the same. And the later rounds is when I'm gonna really press and take over, and that's what happened. But to me, Caleb Plant wins, even though he lost, because he showed a lot of heart, man. I mean, the dude took some heavy shots, and really, I just wish Kenny Bayless would have done a better job. And it's crazy because Kenny Bayless is such an experienced ref.
Yeah.
He just, don't feel like he warned Plant enough.
Well, that's a weird thing, right? So, I mean, you look at the numbers. It coincides with exactly what you said. You know, he started turning it up round 6 onwards, probably. It's kind of crazy, the numbers, though. You look at the total punches. He only landed 91.
Yeah, I know that doesn't sound right. I'm pretty bad on. It looked like he landed.
Yeah.
He was
I-
landing the jab at first a lot more than 4 times I'd say in the first round.
yeah, it's a weird
Yeah.
one.
What?
So,
Maybe they're power punches. I don't know.
it
It's
is
just total
always
punches. I
compy
don't know.
box, you know. And you can tell by the scorecards. He was either tied or up. Caleb Plant was up to the 6th or
Mhm.
5th, and then just
Lost
switched
pretty much
over.
every round after, huh?
Every round after.
He had no
Benavidez
quit in
won.
him.
No, man.
No, not at all. You can't break a poor boy's chin, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
No, man.
That was a nasty headbutt in the 8th round for that
There was
cut.
a few elbows, the
Oh,
headbutt,
Yeah.
and then Kenny Bayless, I thought, was helping Plant a little bit.
Well, it's
I
interesting.
thought.
Interesting you say that, because that is the scuttlebutt online. Is people are like, Kenny Bayless was biased against Benavidez. He was letting Plant hang on, and even Benavidez said it in his press conference.
Yeah,
That-
I saw that.
Yeah, that if he hadn't let Caleb Plant be hanging on him like that, he could have popped him maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
because I think we all thought, or at least I thought, he was gonna put Plant away at some point in the later rounds, and at times it looked like he was going to. But again, maybe I hate to say that, but maybe that is what happened. Maybe Kenny Bayless was like,
Hey. Calm down.
he's not supposed to do that, and we'll touch on that later with somebody else.
Yeah.
A different fight, but anyway.
But
no, At the end of the day, both guys put on a great show. Again, respect to Caleb Plant, because he could have easily gone with somebody else, but he was a man of his word, and he said he was going to fight Benavidez, and that's what happened. And like I said, I think Caleb Plant wins, even though he lost. But more importantly, let's touch on David Benavidez, Juanillo. really, the only question is, do you think he can beat Canelo, and do you think Canelo can beat Benavidez?
Oh, I think. What do you think, John?
Oh, it called him out right after the fight. They didn't
Alright.
call him out before the fight. They called him out right after the fight, saying, yes, Canelo is next. Now, does he beat him? I don't think so.
Well, that's what everyone says. I don't think so, but styles make fights too, and he is damn tall. So
You are not wrong.
Well,
sir.
not even tall. He's got Bivol-esque size.
yeah. So you saw that the height with Bivol and keeping the distance. Not that David is, but David fights great on the inside. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're different style.
Yeah.
And I think he's willing to trade with Canelo on the inside. Does Canelo scare him? Does his power scare him once he gets caught? Who knows? We'll only know when they fight.
And then here we have Eddie Hearn saying that Canelo Alvarez will fight anybody. Let me talk about Mexican Monster. Did you see what Canelo did to Caleb Plant?
Mm-hmm.
David Benavidez, a much easier fight than Canelo, than Dmitry Bivol at 175. Great fight, but it's a lot easier than. That's a interesting. And
It's
then,
an interesting take. But
And then he also says they are already. Eddie
Yeah.
Hearn has stated that they
I
are
see
already
that.
close to making the Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol rematch later this year.
we'll find out what's going to happen, and whatever does happen, I'm not mad.
No,
And if it does happen, I think, Benavidez fights Morrell, right?
Right. So
Because
that
he's
is
not going to
also-
wait a year.
That is also so. What they're saying is that the contract is almost already signed.
Benavidez has stated that he wants to stay busy, so that's good for him that he's not going to wait. Because I hate that there have been some boxers in the past, and really Caleb Plant was one of them. He waited for Canelo, really, and honestly, maybe that was the best move for him. I don't think it's the best move for Benavidez. For Caleb Plant, it was because
He got the fight,
He
yeah.
got paid, and then he got this fight. So,
Yeah.
is it just WC mandatory should face?
So yeah, WBA President Gilberto Mendoza has suggested that the WC mandatory David Benavidez should face David Morrell next, with the winner to then challenge Canelo.
That's what I see happening.
Yeah, but the question is, if you're a PBC, do you want to do that already? As far as Morrell is concerned,
Yes.
he's only 8 fights in.
Yeah.
He's
Don't
8
you wanna
fights in,
build
but he
him up
has
a little more.
a huge amateur record, and he's not fighting bums either. He's
Oh,
been
no.
fighting good opposition.
And I think that's also maybe towards that fact that it's okay if he loses to Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He's only 8 fights in.
Mm.
It's a learning step for him.
He's not young. Let's
Yeah.
put it
Oh,
that
that
way.
is-
He's not 21, 22.
No,
and
you're right.
he's-
You're right.
He doesn't have time to build up his 30-0. He's not going to get there.
Right.
But he's shown skills. So I
No,
mean,
absolutely.
he's
We've
been in
seen
the
him
talks.
fight
I
a
think he
couple
gets it
times.
next.
Yeah.
And who does Caleb Plant get?
I would love to see Caleb Plant fight Charlo. But before we get to that, just let
Mhm.
me ask both of you.
Yeah.
From a fan's perspective, not even just us, just a fan's perspective, which fight is more exciting? Dmitry Bivol in December with a rematch, or David Benavidez in September? I'm sorry, I said December. In September.
Rematch.
And that's Mexican Independence Day weekend. Keep that in mind, too.
Well,
If he were to fight Benavidez.
no. It has nothing to do with like drumming the fight up. Like, what fight would you be more excited to see? I would say the Bivol rematch because it's the real.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
I
was
say
gonna
it's the real test. The real test is if Canelo can come back and get that revenge.
Yeah. I mean, both are good, but I
Oh
think
no, 100%.
I'd rather see David.
Yeah.
I agree. I would rather see Benavidez.
The fans speak.
Yes, that's
No,
what I was
that's what the
referring to.
fans
If we
say.
take into account the fans as well, I think the fans want to see that one more.
They've been calling it for a while.
And if it happens when Canelo normally fights Cinco de Mayo and September, those are 2 big days or dates for Mexican fans. And if that fight if they sign that fight, I don't even know what it would do in numbers wise, but I think it would be massive. That being said, I don't mind Bivol, of course, because I want to
want
see
it.
the rematch, because I want Canelo to shut up the people that are saying that it was the wrong fight. He shouldn't have picked that guy, that he missed. Well, some outlets said it was a cherry pick gone wrong. But anyway, I want to see him fight Bivol again, but I would prefer to see Benavidez first and
Fair.
then fight Bivol.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead and close up here with a little news and notes. And what is it? Is the Garcia?
Oh yeah. Tank versus Garcia. Yeah, they announced the price of the.
It's only
pay-per-view.
$84, $85.
Well, you know what? I think people balk at it at first, but then when you start thinking about it, right? Like, how much was Canelo versus Triple G 2? It was like
59,
85.
69,
It was
no.
85.
Was it?
Canelo-
85?
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Oh, I
99.
remember that was $100. That one
If-
I won't forget.
And then remember they used to charge you $10 extra if you wanted it HD.
Damn, you're right. Yeah, that's.
And then the Canelo Pacquiao, or I'm sorry, Mayweather Pacquiao.
This
Also
one better
another
be an
$100.
8K.
I'm surprised that we haven't gotten the undercard yet. I'm assuming we're gonna get it this week
We're gonna get
because
a shitty
we're already
undercard.
getting into the last week of March and then already the first week of April, and that means the fight's only like 3 weeks away. Well, 3 weeks away this week.
Yeah, no undercard announced. They're gonna get a shitty undercard.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. You're right.
They're
That's
paying
what I'm afraid of.
all the money to these guys. They don't have money to pay the freaking undercard. Unlike this week, that the undercard was fucking great.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and we'll touch on that in a separate video for the undercard because
Mhm.
I believe we have to because it was a damn good undercard.
Oh, 100%. And
But
then
yeah.
also, I think the issue you're going to run into is that these are younger fans.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, for these two guys, yes, they do bring a younger crowd also.
You know,
so.
and so I don't know how that would really work at 85.
What do you mean? That you're saying young people don't work? I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
just
just
everybody's
fucking
going to
around.
pirate the shit out of it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
the
saying?
young crowd.
And
You
maybe
know,
I
that's
don't
why they
know.
put that price point there because they're gonna say, well, we got to make up for the pirating crowd.
Right.
knows?
Right. No.
But no.
Okay,
but-
so what Garcia said was it's a now deleted tweet saying, "Oh, these past pay-per-views you guys been paying for, it's all the past their peak. You're getting what your money's worth." with
yeah, I
this
saw
card."
that. I saw that
He
tweet.
deleted that shit.
Why?
I don't.
I think that's
Because someone told him to.
Yeah.
That's dumb. He's just giving his opinion. It's not a bad opinion.
Like I said, I don't. People are gonna balk at it first, but when you look
Mm.
back in history, it's really not that crazy.
Right.
You know, at 85, and I mean they're not charging $10 for HD, so
Mhm.
we're good.
All
But
right, well,
for 4K, and then
another extra 100.
the other news was the Vasiliy Lomachenko.
Against Devin Haney.
Oh, that was already done.
Well, no, but they hadn't
Now it's
like made it official. But now
Main-
it is. They even have undercard fights already.
No,
speaking
see,
of
that's
which,
how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they announced Nakatani versus
Junto,
the-
right?
one of the twins, the Australian twins.
Maloney.
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 Maloney's-
One of the
yep.
Maloney twins is gonna fight Nakatani,
Ah, poor guy.
and then the other one is
Don't break your head over it. We'll figure it out. We'll look it up
I
after.
have
We
it
have
on
a long
here.
long time till we get there anyway.
right here.
Oscar Valdez.
Nakatila versus Murataya.
Okay. I like that one.
Oh, that's right, and Oscar Valdez. That's right.
Versus
Against-
Adam Lopez.
which we both. I'm pretty sure me and Juan don't like that fight.
First fight was good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that is.
I guess Adam Lopez should be happy that he's gonna get another crack at him because he did put him down. So, Nico Ali's gonna be on it. Okay,
yeah,
good for
okay.
him.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
I like the undercard as a whole.
Yeah, that's not
It's
a bad
It's
undercard.
not bad. I like it.
Nakatila is the one that beat Lalacran, so he's got that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. I
not
can't
bad.
wait. All right, well, is that it? Is that for this one?
Yep.
All right, well,
All good.
everyone, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell so you see when we post videos, and
Check out our other social media.
other social media, and check out our other videos also. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Just sweet.